Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Today in front of you have a cool watch from Pierre Paulin. Merkur is the brand that owns them, but it's basically the same brand. This one is available on AliExpress. I believe it's like $135. It's a Salmon dial automatic jumping hours watch with a really nice Salmon traditional dial. I reviewed a few of the Merkur watches in the past, and the case quality was always pretty decent, so I figured I'd take a look at this one. It's a pretty simple watch, even though it does have the wandering hours complication. As you can see, you get your hour below the 12 o'clock position. Then you read your minutes with one hand going around that dial. The dial is actually really nice salmon with a nice domed crystal. It's a plastic crystal. It's not a sapphire crystal. But it looks pretty nice. Has a nice vintage aesthetic to it, and I think for the money, it's a pretty decent watch considering you're getting the jumping hours complication. Now the watch comes in a pretty simple Merkur kind of sunglasses pouch with a warranty and a polishing cloth. It's usable, I guess. But anyway, let's get into some basic specifications here. Now the watch is crafted of solid 316L stainless steel all around, drilled lug holes, signed pull and push crown. You can get a look at that domed crystal. Really nice case though, I must say. It's really, really nicely finished. No sharp edges or anything like that. And their cases are always really nice. It kind of has a nice vintage aesthetic to it, as you can see. Which a lot of people really do enjoy. While we're here, might as well take a look at the case back. I really don't like these lions on the case back. I really don't like them. I don't know what it has to do with Merkur or Pierre Paulin. I guess that's their new logo, but I don't know. I'd rather prefer just, Merkur signed here. That's probably my only, nitty pick about that. But anyway, the watch itself is 50 meters water resistant. Obviously, it's more of a dress style watch. It's housed in a 38 millimeter size case. So it wears a bit smaller, so for you guys with huge wrists, this probably is not for you. If you have like a 6 to 7.5 inch wrist, it should fit you just fine. So 38 across, 12.5 millimeters thick, which is not too bad. Obviously, you can add a little bit for that domed crystal. I'm talking about the case 12.5. Add 0.5 with that domed crystal there. The hands themselves, as you can see, are blued on that second sub-dial at the 6. And you do get like a recessed portion of the dial and a recessed portion with these seconds, which actually looks pretty nice. The numbers are printed on the dial. Pierre Paulin is kind of, extended a little bit out there. You get that blued also for the minutes. I'm not sure if it's heat treated blue. I'm not really 100% sure about that. But anyway, so let's talk about this watch. Lug to lug, 47 millimeters. In between the lugs, we're looking at 20 millimeters, which is a pretty standard width here. You're gonna be able to fit a lot of bands on the watch. The band it comes with is decent. It's not that bad. But this, looks nice on a lot of different straps, suede straps, leather bands, etc. And yeah, it's pretty easy to swap out bands. So this definitely can be a strap monster. Now the watch itself does house an automatic Seiko ST17 movement. And with this movement, we do get hand winding. Let me get in a little closer here. The hand wind is actually pretty smooth. Good grip on the crown, no issues there. This is already running. This one does not hack. I'm going to pull the crown out. As you can see, the seconds will continue to run. Now, how to use the jumping hour. As you can see, you get 60 minutes and it's going to jump to 9. Every time it hits 60, it'll jump to the next hour. 10, 11. So you can read 11, 15. That's simple. Really simple to use. Might seem a little complicated for some guys, but it's actually really, really simple. Like I was stating, this band is a kind of a canvas leather band, genuine leather with quick release pins on the screw down case back. As you can see there. It's not bad. It's pretty broken in already. You get a pretty standard buckle here, polished solid stainless steel, 2 safety keepers as well. Now there's no loom on this watch, so there's going to be no loom shot today, but actually, for the money, I think it's a pretty decent watch if you're looking for a jumping hours complication. Because, they can get pretty expensive as well. If you look into, higher end brands, I should say. There's not many brands on the lower end that are making, jumping hour complications. And I think it's a pretty cool complication. The Salmon dial is also really nice. You get that nice vintage look to it. Really nicely done. Look at the detail. If you get a little closer here, you can see there are no errors or anything on this dial. Everything looks pretty spot on. A little dust there. But yeah, I think for the money, it's a pretty decent watch. I like the case. I think it really stands out. The case quality really stands out to me. That's one thing I really did notice. Case quality and the dial. But yeah, let me throw it on my 6.5 inch wrist. I'll show you exactly how it looks. On my wrist, it actually wears really comfortable, so no issues there. The band is definitely broken in already. 47 lug to lug is just perfect. Fits perfectly across my wrist. My wrist swells to about 6.75 during the summer, but yeah, it fits really nice. Definitely legible as well. You can really see the hour, perfectly in that nice cutout at the 12 o'clock position. No issues with legibility. And the band, it's comfortable. It's not the highest quality band, obviously. It's a $135 watch, but it's definitely wearable and usable. You can change this out, obviously, to some other bands. But yeah, that should be the least of your worries. Other than that, I think it's a great looking watch. I like the Salmon dial. I like the complication. I like the price point. I like the case finishing. And the movement so far works pretty good. It's an ST17 produced by Seagull. But yeah, other than that, I think it's a pretty decent watch for the money. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. As usual, and I will get back to you down there. Definitely like the video, share with your friends. I'll drop a link to them in the description below. So if you're interested in one of these, I believe they have another dial color as well. And they do sell through AliExpress. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Definitely share the video with your friends, and we'll chat more below, guys. I will see you on the next one. Bye.